Has the way that somebody treated a waiter or an employee ever completely changed your opinion about them? So my boyfriend Dylan and I had been together for 3 months, and honestly, things were going great. When his company gave out quarterly bonuses, Dylan was so excited he invited me to this fancy steakhouse downtown to celebrate. I'm talking white tablecloths, piano music, the whole deal. I put on my nicest dress and was genuinely excited because this felt like a big step for us. The restaurant was beautiful, and our waitress Emily was super friendly. She had this bright smile and told us about all the specials. Dylan seemed happy, joking around with me about the menu, and I was having a great time. But then I started noticing these little things that felt off. When Emily came over to refill our water glasses, I just kept talking without even looking at her. When she refilled Dylan's drink too, I didn't say thanks or anything. It wasn't like I was being mean on purpose. I just didn't really think about it. Then when Emily came back and politely told us they were out of mashed potatoes, I got annoyed. I mean, we're at a steakhouse and they don't have mashed potatoes? I rolled my eyes and said, then what's the point of even coming to a steakhouse? Dylan gave me this weird look, but I figured he was just hungry. The food was actually really good and we had fun talking about his bonus and making plans for the weekend. Emily kept checking on us and was super patient even when I sent my steak back because it was more medium than medium rare. When the bill came, it was $97. Dylan put down a $20 bill and a $100 bill and said to Emily, keep the change. I was like, whoa, hold up. $23 seems like way too much for a tip, especially since we had some issues with the service. So I leaned over and told Emily, actually no, we'll just round it to 100. I grabbed that 20 off the table and stuffed it in my purse. I even winked at Dylan because I thought I was being smart about money. Emily's whole face just dropped. She stood there for a second looking confused and hurt, then just forced a smile and said, of course, thank you, really quietly before walking away. She looked like she wanted to say something but didn't. On the drive home, I was feeling pretty proud of myself. I told Dylan, look, I know you wanted to be generous, but servers don't really need big tips. They already get paid hourly. I worked at a coffee shop for like a week in high school, and tips were just extra bonus money, not something we actually needed to survive. Dylan was being really quiet, which was weird for him. Usually after a nice dinner, he'd be talking about how full he was or planning our next date. Instead, he just kept looking straight ahead and giving one-word answers. The next morning, Dylan called me and said he needed to talk. I thought maybe he wanted to plan something fun for the weekend since his bonus was burning a hole in his pocket. Instead, he told me we needed to break up. I was shocked. I asked him what happened and if I did something wrong. He said that watching how I treated Emily at the restaurant showed him a side of me he'd never seen before. He told me he used to be a waiter for 2 years and that servers make like $3 an hour and survive off tips. I tried to explain that I wasn't trying to be mean to Emily. I just didn't think $23 was necessary for bringing us food. But Dylan said it wasn't just about the money. He said I never once said thank you to her. I was rude when they were out of mashed potatoes, and I acted like she was invisible most of the night. He said, the way someone treats people in service jobs shows who they really are when they think it doesn't matter. Then he told me he couldn't be with someone who didn't have basic respect for working people. I hung up feeling angry and confused.